An explosion rocks downtown Youngstown. This is a look over the Realty building on East Federal Street. You can see debris everywhere and first responders working to control the situation.
And this is video just moments after the blast. You can see the front of the building completely destroyed, the windows gone, and you can see clearly right inside. That is why we're joining you tonight on WKBN 27 and on WYTV 33. Good evening. I'm Brandon Jaycees.
I'm Lindsay Watson. In the last 20 minutes, we've learned that crews are still actively working, telling us everything they're doing is strictly search and rescue. Here's what else we've learned about the situation over the past 8 hours. The first emergency call came in just before 3 o'clock for an explosion at the Realty Tower on East Federal Street. The building houses apartments on the upper floors and a Chase Bank on the bottom floor.
7 people were rushed to the hospital. 1 is said to be in critical condition. 2 people are unaccounted for, and police are asking that everyone avoid the downtown area. Now, people all over downtown Youngstown felt and heard that explosion. Our reporters were spread throughout the city, bringing you the breaking details during First News at 5 and 6.
And tonight, we continue our team coverage with the latest developments on this investigation. First News reporter Jacob Thompson joins us live downtown with what he's learned tonight. Jacob.
Brandon, Lindsay, good evening. First responders are still investigating that gas explosion that rocked a downtown building. Now, even at this hour, crews are still out working, removing some of that debris. The streets here in downtown Youngstown, many of them are closed, and it's unclear at this point when they were open. Just before 3 this afternoon, an explosion rocked downtown Youngstown. It badly damaged the Realty building along East Federal and sent people running for help.
We had a natural gas explosion. Just looks like the first and maybe the second floor was involved in the explosion.
First responders rushed to the scene.
And my firefighters went floor by floor, room by room, elevator by elevator, space by space, clearing that building to ensure that no one else was in that building and no one else was hurt.
7 people were taken to St. Elizabeth Hospital downtown, the only local trauma center. Youngstown Fire Chief Barry Finley says some are still missing.
There's 2 people, a man and a woman, and we haven't found either one of them.
Chief Finley said structural engineers looked over the building and have concerns about its stability. Firefighters won't go inside until they know it's safe.
We have the sheriff's department send the mini drone down in the basement. He said there's nothing to see.
For now, first responders are asking that you avoid downtown.
From any pedestrians and vehicular traffic. So just to please keep in mind, it's keep out of the blocked off area, keep out of the site. It is a danger.
Still, many questions remain.
I got a call from the governor's office, the senator's office, and even from the individuals from the White House that wanted to find out what happened here. We as a community.
Now, the Realty building, no one will be allowed inside of that, including the DoubleTree Hotel, until things can be determined to be safe. Now, while city leaders decide where to go from here, many people experience that explosion firsthand. And joining me now is First News reporter Abigail Cloutier with that side of the story.
Thank you, Jacob. It was the explosion that shook the city, taking a quiet, normal afternoon to a terrifying one. And now those living in the Realty towers above the Chase Bank living with an uncertain future.
Did this really just happen?
People were being pulled out of the rubble of the Realty building Tuesday afternoon, being loaded into ambulances. A man and his dog fighting their way out alive. Those working and living downtown tell us they felt the explosion blocks away.
I heard the boom and I looked up and I could see dark smoke coming out of the side of the Chase Bank building. But it was just such a really strong boom. You know, I blurted out, "Oh my God."
We felt the building shake. We felt City Hall shake. It is, in fact, my home, yes. It is. And, you know, it's things. People are more important than that.
Construction workers were doing work in the basement at the time. They heard a hissing noise from natural gas and called 911, racing out of the building minutes before it exploded.
A lot of emotions right now because one of my friends was in the bank across the street and he went in to grab people, and I don't know, haven't seen him since.
Joe Guerreri owns a business downtown, was eating at a restaurant when he heard the explosion, immediately rushing to people's aid.
Grab bunch of bottles of water and ran down. And there was a gentleman with a bunch of glass and cuts all over his face, tried to wash them off a little bit, clean them up, and then tried to help this lady that had a pretty severe leg injury.
One man who lives on the 3rd floor of the Realty building was inside at the time of the explosion. He got trapped in a stairwell, and it took fire crews over 15 minutes to dig him out.
There's kind of like a metal gate door that had been bowed in, and the rubble from the lobby, the broken up rock and marble had jammed itself. So I was there, with my cat in a carrier, kind of trying to push the door open.
Tracy Winbush was working downtown. She lives in the tower with her 94-year-old mom, who had to be rescued too.
They said they had to carry her down 10 flights of stairs, her and my dog. We're going to have to start over again, don't know where.
Again, structural concerns about that building, preventing people from getting inside. People escaped with only the clothes on their back or whatever they could get out, but they're grateful to be alive. Tonight, LY Property Management, who owns the apartments, tell us they're working with the Red Cross to assist those residents. Reporting in Youngstown with Jacob Thompson, I'm Abigail Cloutier for WKBN 27 First News.
Hi, everyone. I'm Lindsay Watson. Thanks for watching the WKBN 27 First News YouTube channel. If you want more video news, subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the WKBN 27 First News app for breaking news alerts.